The twins are a dark duo from the horror game Outlast, and are one of the many variants or humans subject to the morphogenic engine's effects. These two are encountered by the main protagonist of the game, Miles, during his exploration of the Mount Massive Asylum facility. Both twins are pale and very muscular. They appear to be around middle-aged and choose to walk the asylum fully naked. They, as twins, look almost completely alike, and both sport dirt and blood stains on their skin. Despite the twins having the same likeness, there is a notable difference between their heights, with the higher of the two missing teeth, which seems to be some of the only ways to tell them apart from each other. Each twin also has a considerable scar on the side of their stomachs, which appears to suggest that these two were actually conjoined twins. It is likely that they were born conjoined and were subsequently surgically removed from one another. However, it is also possible that the twins remain conjoined until their interactions with the Murkoff Corporation. For individuals that were subject to the morphogenic engine from the game, it's notable to say that neither of these two show dramatic mutations. Their repulsive features appear to derive from the fact that the two may have been inbred, a fact that could also lead to some serious cognitive and mental impairments in life that have led these two needing psychological medical attention, a weakness that Murkoff Corporation chose to exploit. The twins also appear to be quite alike in terms of personality and thought patterns, with the two being able to easily complete and continue each other's sentences with near perfect execution. The twins have a respect or reverence for Father Martin, which could be due to them feeding into the Wall Rider religion, which could keep them afraid and at the service of Martin. It's possible that during their stay in the facility, Father Martin was there and helped the two through any emotional or personal problems they were having while being tested on. It's possible that the two believe that they owe Father a debt in return for his kindness and console, and even now believe in the Wall Rider religion that the Father has come to preach. Not much is really known about the twins' history before the asylum, other than for some reason they were admitted to Mount Massive Asylum and made subjects to the morphogenic engine program. We know that these two are psychopaths, but whether that was the fact before they were being experimented on, or whether they were like that their entire lives, is not exactly known. The twins are quite violent in nature and constantly talk about their desire to indulge on the murder and cannibalism of various other patients in the asylum. Specifically, since Miles' entrance into the asylum, the two twins have had a fascination for eating his tongue and liver. However, despite this desire, they manage to refrain themselves to a degree as a courtesy to Father Martin. Instead of killing Miles straight out, they give him the benefit of the doubt and do not actually kill him if he does not come in direct contact with them. Aside from their bloodthirst, they seem to also be able to keep a level head and act with some intelligence, or at least more intelligence than many of the other patients, but not so much as someone like Dr. Traeger. The twins do not run nor fret, neither do they fluster themselves while hunting their prey. They simply walk along the hallways and rooms of the asylum until they encounter a victim to feast on, but not before brutally murdering them. This can make them much more dangerous than regular variants throughout the asylum. During the events of the game, and in its DLC Outlast Whistleblower, we first chronologically see the appearance of the twins as they slowly walk to the protagonist of Whistleblower, Wayland Park. They appear when Wayland is moving through a recreation area of the asylum. They talk about how nervous he looks, and how each of them would love to kill him. However, for some unknown reason, they allow Wayland free passage past them. We're not sure exactly why they allowed him to travel past them, despite no pact from Father Martin in terms of Waylon's protection, like there was for Miles. They also encounter Waylon soon after that, after he escapes the basketball court, making sure to antagonise him again until they finally clear off and finally make their first encounter with Miles. Presumably they meet with Father Martin before this encounter, as they are already refraining from harming Miles. After first sparing Miles and allowing him passage to the showers, they eventually succumb to their lust for blood and become hostile towards him. From here they are able to quickly trap Miles in a narrow hallway, which Miles is luckily able to escape by breaking a nearby window and dodging through it. This bests the twins and they clear off, to only briefly run into Miles around the asylum, but never actually come into direct conflict or inflict any damage before Miles makes an escape. Presumably the two twins slowly paced around the asylum until they either contacted Father Martin or hear about his planned crucifixion. Hearing about this and having the belief in the father, the twins head to the asylum's chapel in order to witness the events. Funnily enough, Miles eventually arrives, but the twins do not engage. Instead, they allow Miles to pass through and witness Martin's crucifixion. Why they allow this is probably because of the reverence they have for Father Martin, and after the events, the twins are not seen again, so it is not certain what actually became of them. It's possible they were killed off by the Murkoff security task force when they stormed the facility at the end of the game, or perhaps they are still out there somewhere, roaming darkly lit hallways, awaiting to silently kill their next victim. But what other videos would you guys like to see? If you have any ideas or have any questions you would like answered, please meet me down in the comments. If you did enjoy the video, please leave a like and go check out Attack Lauren Explained on Twitter and Discord. If you would like to support myself and the channel's content as well as get access to behind the scenes and early content and other rewards, you can become a patron. And I hope you guys did enjoy the video, and I'll talk to you guys in the next one.